Assalamu alaikum. Good day and welcome to this tutorial. Today we'll be learning how to make soft and fluffy donuts, and also how to achieve that ring on the donut. That's the white line on the donut. That really makes donuts look beautiful. So for my recipe, we are making use of 350 grams of flour and also 60 grams of sugar, 30 grams of milk, powdered milk, 40 grams of melted butter or margarine, 7 grams of yeast, 1 egg, and our vanilla flavor. So in our mixing bowl, we're using a stand mixer for this. You can decide to knead it by hand, but a stand mixer makes it very easy. So we pour in the flour, sugar, yeast and milk and combine that together before we add the salt, because you wouldn't want to add salt on your yeast. Salt kills the activeness of the yeast, unlike sugar that feeds on the yeast. So mix that first before we add in the salt. After adding in the salt, we add in our egg, little quantity of water, then we mix together. There is no particular measurement for water because there are different kinds of flour in the market and they all absorb water differently. So you just keep adding little by little until you get the consistency that you want. A donut dough shouldn't be hard but moderate. So you just keep adding little by little. I'm adding in the vanilla flavor now. I added 2 cups of vanilla flavor to that. And I'll continue with the mixing. After combining that well, then I can increase the speed to give me what I want. After 3 to 5 minutes of mixing, then I'll start to add in my melted butter gradually. I didn't pour all at a time to avoid it from splashing. So after kneading it on high speed for 10 minutes, this is what I have gotten. A stretchy and very soft dough, which is what we need. So we just transfer it to our working table and allow it to rest for 5 to 10 minutes before we divide the dough. So after that resting time, the dough becomes softer and easy to work with. So just divide it into several parts and mold. So we make sure we seal the dough properly like so to prevent a rough under surface, because if you don't seal it very well like so, when it rises the under surface will be looking rough. And also for consistency in our production, we should always make sure that we use a scale in measuring our ingredients down to our dough. As we can see, the way I cut my dough, you can see that some of them are bigger than the others. If you're doing this for commercial purposes, it shouldn't be so, because you'll be giving them out at same prices. So their sizes should be equal, and you can only achieve that using a scale. And it's also very important to use a scale to measure your ingredient. That's whatever recipe you're working with, make sure that you are using a scale, because you wouldn't want your customers to be saying this one is sweeter than last time's own, or the last time's own is better than this one. So to avoid that, it's best we use a scale. So we just arrange it in a floored tray, cover it and allow it to rise for 20 to 25 minutes, or until it has doubled in size, because it is when it doubles in size that you can achieve that white ring shape that is usually on the donut. So when you find out that it has doubled in size, you can go ahead to use a donut cutter to cut, or you just look for something that can give you that round hole in the middle. So this is it. We'll just proceed to fry now. And we are frying this on a low heat. The heat shouldn't be too much. On a low heat, it will be frying gradually. And also we should be generous with our oil, because it is when the donut floats on the oil that we can easily achieve the ring line on the donut. When the other part too is done frying, you just bring it out of the oil, arrange in a tray and allow it to cool. So guys, this is the final look of our donuts. If you like this video, please give it a like, share and subscribe. Thank you, and see you in my next tutorial. Bye.